What's good with you folks? This is Ray Davis coming to you with the truth. This is I Need a Mic podcast where I will be discussing mental health struggles I battle with, just like you. Let's talk about it's the tagline I use. It's to say enough is enough. Give me my damn mic. I'm tired. Trauma I'm going through. Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all doing this evening? All right, so before we get started with tonight's episode, let me go ahead and put content warning. Content warning. Just anything I have or had said in previous episodes that had offended you or anyone you had shared any episode with, I would like to apologize. I would like to also remind you I'm not condoning what I said on my podcast. I'm real, I'm authentic, and I'm a warrior. I'm no longer censored. I'm no longer limited. I'm no longer silent. Mental health will censor you. Mental illness will limit you. And mental emotions will silence you. All right, hi y'all, how y'all doing this evening? Oh my gosh, what's up? So tonight's episode is titled, playing music while healing. Playing music while healing. So when you listen to music, are you going through something traumatic, emotional, physical, or mental? What goes through your mind when you're, you know, playing music? Are you trying to remember someone or something? Do you have a favorite playlist? That helps you through those tough or happy times. So in this episode, I will talk about how music helped me mentally and emotionally. I have a new poem as well for this episode. And my closeout quote is going to be a little different tonight. And I hope y'all like it. I really do. So, when you're going through something traumatic or going through another or any other emotional struggle, what type of music do you like to listen to? R&B, hip hop, rap, rock, gospel, metal, classic, jazz, blues, and of course the good old oldies. Huh, man, every time I think of oldies or hear the word oldies, I think of what's that one artist's name? Lenny. Lenny Lenny y'all know who I'm talking about. Lenny y'all know who I'm talking about. Girl, I love you. No matter what you do. Come on now, y'all know who I'm talking about. So whenever So whenever I think of oldies, I think of so many other old school artists that had really set the tone for R&B or classical soul music. Man, I'm telling you, that's what I really like to listen to day in and day out, especially particularly during the summertime. I actually remember growing up just playing music when I was younger. And I would discuss that more in this episode. Hold on, I don't wanna jump. I don't wanna jump to episode. So when you are very upset and you want to act upon it physically, do you know there are levels to our emotional health when we are upset or happy? And do you also know that music also play a huge part of that, a huge impact of that? So I'll be discussing, our our different levels of just our emotional well-being, and I will also be interpreting it my way. So in Ray's way, I know I believe it was one of the earlier episodes, not early episode, but one recent episodes. I was purposely wanted to be funny. And I wanted to put my own meanings of a lot of things that I interpreted on my own. You don't have to do this. I do it. I try my best to remember how funny I was, and sometimes it just pops out. So like I said, I'm gonna be discussing the meaning of our emotions, but I'm gonna be also interpreting my way. So when we're upset, you know, and we know the meaning of upset is make someone unhappy, disappointed, or worried. My interpretation of it is I'm hot right now and I need some space because these hands is about to do some talking. So when we're pissed off, it means that we're annoyed and angry, right? My meaning of it is what the fuck? How the hell? And of course, my favorite one of all. I know you fucking lying. Like I said, y'all, I try my best just to remember how funny I was. So angry. Angry is feeling or showing strong annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. Full of anger. My definition of it is you motherfucker. You son of a bitch. And of course, what's our favorite word? Bitch. No. Um it's also fuck you. So it's funny how when we think of certain, like I said, and I just proved that certain impact music certain music does impact you. Like of course we all know when we hear, Too Short, E40, Mac Dre, uh Keek the Sneak, and other artists of the Bay Area, we all know those lyrics in and out, you know. But those lyrics, the music itself also dictates our mood, you know. So yes, I've been through all of these emotions. I can say that. I can say that that's who I was. It's not who I am. Do I still have moments where when I'm expressing myself a little too harshly? Yes. I can say I'm not perfect by a long shot, but this long shot got chopped. So I had to build myself up because no one could help me out of the rough. But watch this setback be a positive comeback. So those moments just it does dictate how you go through life sometimes, right? So music has helped me in so many ways. From the time I was a young girl to a wiser woman today, I still very much listen to so many different genres of music. My music playlist depends on my mood. It really does. I mean, it's like how I was just saying how I love to listen to some oldies, some old classic R&B soul music that just set the mood right. So I know I'm giving away some very specific details of personal information for my future Miss Davis. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I already know. I'm making peace with it now. All I can say is, woman, listen. Listen to me, woman. Listen to me, woman. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you something, woman. If you want to know my music playlist, what you gotta do is pay attention to my surroundings and mood. Very simple. Very simple. I'm not a hard person to please. I try not to be a hard person to love. I try. Oh my gosh. I should be tired of saying I try because it's just been something that I have said throughout the last 5 years. Is I'm trying. I'm working on it, I'm working on it, I'm working on it, I'm working on it. I'm getting to it, I'm getting to it, I'm getting to it, I'm getting to it. It's taking me some time. But you're gonna be one of the few people to say she's doing it though. She doing it though. Yes, I am. I'm doing it though. So um I can, once again, agree that music can't dictate how you go through your daily life. You know, when you wake up in the morning, go to school, class, work, church, music is always important to have to set the mood right. When I'm getting ready to perform some poetry, depending on where I'm at, because sometimes I can do this, sometimes I can't. When I'm getting ready to perform some poetry or getting ready to recite some poetry at an open mic, I'll start to listen to some music just to help my my nerves calm down. Um, of course, I have other outlets. I have other outlets to help me calm down, but I really like to listen to music to help me calm down when I'm getting ready to perform. So, on top of performing now, let's get to this poem. Let's get to this poem. All right, so I believe I've been saying this the last couple episodes. I have decided to write all new poems for the new up and coming episodes of this podcast. So I can literally say right now, folks, I have over 100 poems. Over 100 now. For a fact. For a fact. I have over 100. Um Eventually I am gonna work on a book. I'm not too sure when I will really work on it, but eventually I am gonna work on a book. There are other things that I do have going on. Um if you have Before I get to this poem, if you have listened not listen, if you have followed me on Instagram, TikTok, particularly those two, I have been promoting that I will be starting a I Need a Mic podcast booth up here in Vallejo, art walk this coming Friday. Matter of fact, I believe the last podcast episode I gave off the wrong date. So I was thinking this month was going by pretty fast because I'm very excited about the event. So if I gave off the wrong information that this past Friday was the Vallejo Art Walk, I do apologize once again. That is my bad. I realized how excited I was, and then I really realized I looked at the date, or no, I'm sorry, my roommate had pointed the date out to me and was like, "Rachel, hold on." And so and so I've been very excited and motivated, inspired, moved by this whole new commitment. And I can say I actually have almost everything. Um I just purchased some a table and chair set, and it was for a good price. I was like, "Oh no, I'm grabbing this right now. Grabbing this right now, right now." And so I just purchased that. Uh, my roommate, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed for her. I really am. Like, I'm beyond blessed. No, it's blessed. I'm right. I'm blessed. My roommate had bought me a banner, a table banner. Yeah. and it has the artwork, the art the artwork of I Need a Mic on it. So so of course everybody knows, the picture of this podcast, right? So that painting is an actual painting that I have behind my wall. If you have followed me on TikTok and Instagram, then I know you will see that the painting is right behind me over my head whenever I post up some videos. So my roommate had brought me a banner of I Need a Mic artwork on it. The artwork is on my mind. It really is. The artwork is on my mind. So I have a banner. I have a table and chairs. I have flyer holders. I just need a wagon and a tent or a booth, you know. Then I'll be official. So I'm planning on to get those things the next couple months, and I will have everything. I will have the wagon next because that's the next thing I'm planning on getting. I want a wagon next, and then I'll work on getting the tent, and then I'll be set. I will officially have a booth. So this poem, um, but no, just to put a little announcement, Vallejo Art Walk is every second Friday of the month. Every second Friday of the month, downtown Vallejo. I want to say it's Georgia and Marin, or it's Sonoma and Marin. I want to say it's Georgia and Marin, or it's just Marin Street, downtown Vallejo. Time 5 p.m. through 9 p.m. So I get that Fridays are particularly days that people, of course, it's working. Kids may have sports practice, sports games. Every life be lifing, right? But if you have some time to spare on the way home, stop by Vallejo Art Walk and see what the community got going on. This this month is of course a celebration for us women, and it is the history. It is to also rep the history of women. So I'm very excited about it because I am a woman. I am a woman, and the history of my legacy is going to start outside in the community with so many other artists, so many other people of this beautiful community, and who are also willing to come up on I Need a Mic podcast booth and discuss their mental health struggles and or what I can learn from my own struggles. You know, hey, we could always be learning, right? Always be learning. There is not a time where we are not learning something, right? So I um I have one person for sure I will be interviewing, and they are a PhD doctor. Um it's gonna really help out. I mean, what what I mean by that is what I'm planning on to ask um the doctor is something that I know us women can really relate to. And I already have the questions down. Um I'm just very excited and nervous about this whole situation. I really am. But this is going to be a big commitment, and as we all know, I don't like to give up so easily. So this poem, once again, I just had to put out the announcement of the Vallejo art, art walk. It is a tongue twister. Um, please keep a lookout for other postings or other um postings that I will be posting up, or other promoting that I will be posting up soon. Um, so the poem is titled "I Like to Move It." So once again, music does impact so many of us, and this is my way of expressing it poetically of how music really had impact my poetic performance. I like to move it Move it. Starts off with Poet's Flow. Check out this young spirit with an old soul. I bet you never heard me like this before. I'm no rapper, but when his poetic soul touched this type of flow, ain't poets supposed to breathe? Nah, this is Southern Roots teaching you you don't have to have music just to look cool too. True, don't you think? I could be playing around with lyrics, blues, jazz coming in. Oh shit, here's some hip hop for you too. They finish with R&B, come see Teddy, and I mean just the ladies. I had to say something a little funny. I'm still happily single and refuse to trust another lady to get close to me. So I wrote Poet's Flow, which used to be Poet's Blues. That was my first piece. Who never slept, but this is the new me you're talking to. Now I wonder if you're listening to everything I'm telling you. I still have the blues within this new spirit too. Shh. I'm just a renaissance who's doing it like the ones before me too. I'm just passing it down. My mental health was breaking me down. Hope y'all like that. I hope y'all like that. I really did. I really do. I really do hope y'all like that. So I do have a story with this episode as well too. It's been a minute since I um really went in deep with some story time. And the reason why I haven't been going deep with some story time is because I've been really emotional about a lot of the things that I'm still struggling to forgive myself about. And I'm still very much struggling to forgive myself about a lot of things that I remember and I don't remember. And I'm just getting through it one day at a time while I'm just playing some music, you know? So, okay. I would like to open up. I like to open up a little bit tonight. A little bit. So music music was my outlet source when I was going through my abusive relationship. At one point in my relationship, the ability to have peace while I was playing some music was taken away because I couldn't listen to the music according to my mood. Like I couldn't just play Chris Brown Deuces. I couldn't just listen to some Al Green, how to mend a broken heart. I I couldn't play some Mark, some Marky Mark and say, Return of the Mac. I couldn't listen to nothing. So I tried my best to keep up with the latest music as a distraction with from the constant abuse I was going through. Like if I could ever imagine a clear memory of my sister who passed away through music, then guarantee I would have, so many songs on repeat or a hidden playlist somewhere, you know? Some part of that personal right was controlled out of me. It really was. It really was. If you were to ask about today, I'm still very much building a playlist on my Spotify account according to the good memories. According to the good memories, I really have. I have done like four playlists on my own, and it's just music that make me feel good, or not make me feel good, but a feel good music playlist. Meaning, whenever I'm feeling good, I'm playing that. I had some. I had some playlists of classic music when it's just music, no words. It could be some piano, violin, guitar. It's just good classic jazz like music. And then I do have a playlist of love songs. So many different range of love songs. So many. whenever I listen to my whenever I listen to my love song playlist, I'm like, man, I do hope my future my I do hope that my future lady don't talk shit about how I came up with these playlists and the songs that is in them. Cause I could simply be like, look, babe, that love song could be a specific time for a specific position in that specific moment. Girl, don't act like you know what you don't act like you want me to put that on playlist. I mean to put that not only on the playlist but on repeat. Like, come on now. So I I'm still very much building. Oh, and I also have a playlist of some rock music that I love to listen to when I was younger. Like I said, I have an old soul, y'all. I really do. I really absolutely do. My bestie, um, Big Booty Big Head, he forever is messing with me on my playlist of just like the music I like to listen to. He forever say, Ray, you oh, like you really like to listen to this old stuff? I'm like, bruh, that old stuff would help your marriage. Hush. No, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. Please forgive me for saying that. Please forgive me for saying that. I'm sorry. I am. I am. I am. No, for real. I apologize. But no, I didn't tell him that. Of course, out of the joke, I wouldn't do that. Out of joking around, I wouldn't do that to him. But just playing some old school music, I'm telling you, it does set the mood right for certain situations. So music in so many ways has helped me through my grief. Has helped me with my grief. And it has. Like I was just saying that if I could remember my sister by music, I have listened to them. I have put them on repeat. I've even had added them onto my playlist. Uh, there's so many things I want to remember about her, like the good things I want to remember about her. And that happens a lot when I listen to music. Um and I know I will be definitely being consistent with it as well too. Not 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 to say that I wouldn't say that I haven't still fully recovered from my grief, but like I said, if I could listen to one song and it could bring me back to those good times growing up, yeah, I would definitely I would definitely be playing them. Not to even have them fully on repeat, but there's just certain music, and I can only hope that you can relate to this. There's just certain music or certain songs that just instantly takes you there, and they just automatically just takes you through that moment, and you're like, dazed and confused, or not dazed and confused, but you're just daydreaming. And people, and of course your circle is like confused off of, why is it they're so quiet? Why is it that with this song they're literally just either they are either quiet or they are either ignoring me when I want to have a conversation? There's certain music, certain songs that just takes you there, and sometimes it is okay. It is okay just to sit back on the outside and just look at the person's reaction, or to really study their body language, or to study their expressions, to see if their facial expressions would allow them to even express some emotional, you know, uh, some emotional feelings or some emotional whatever. It's it's okay to have that conversation with someone and be like, "Man, I'm sorry. I was quiet when, I when that music or that song was playing. It actually does remind me of my sister, or it does remind me of my brother, it does remind me of my mom, it does remind me of my grandmother and my grandfather, my uncle. I apologize if I was silent. It wasn't for you. It wasn't I was ignoring you. It's just that song or that music. It just takes you there. So is music is a big part of us. Some some big parts of us, right? So music is also in my poetry. Um, I don't know which poems I have some lyrics in, but if I one day, one day I will look through my poems and make like a separate section saying music is in my poetry or something. Yes, yes, yes. I'm planting this seed. I want you to plant it too for me. Plant this seed for me too. I will have a separate category in my poetry book that says music is in my poetry. So I'm manifesting this. Please help me plant this seed too. Water it. Put it to the universe. Please put this to the universe. All right. So, before I get to the closeout quote, once again, folks, I just wanted just to be goofy a little bit. Wanted to like just have some fun with today's episode. Um, I'm already gonna be very busy, and I'm already gonna be out and about and just enjoying the community and what the community has to offer for a new booth vendor like myself. Um, man, when I when I after I had finished the poetry event, I was judging that. I wanted to so much post a post to say, "Look, Ross," talking to my sister, to say, "Hey, I did something that I thought I wasn't gonna never do. I did something that I thought I wasn't gonna have never would have the opportunity to do and to be accepted to do it. And I didn't I I didn't post that up because I wanted to emotionally remember the moment, and I wanted to hold it within my spirit because I feel that I really felt that only I can truly talk about what I had just witnessed to everyone and anyone that I come across. But just having that moment and thinking about it as in like I wish my sister was here to notice. That is it's just something I didn't want to say or didn't want to post up. But there's still so much of what I am doing, whether it's with the podcast booth, whether it's with this podcast, whether it's with my poetry, whether it's interacting with people all around the community. I'm still very much saying, "Look, Ross, look at what I'm doing," and I know that she's not here physically to witness everything, but she is here spiritually to see everything, and I can only hope that she is proud of me. for doing what I said I was going to do. So closeout quote. Um, Closeout quote. Uh, I wanted to do something different because of this episode. Um, this episode is titled, playing music while healing. And so I wanted to give a few poetic ways um to you know a few poetic ways to express how deeply music has been part of your life. So I have five. I have five quotes here, five poetic quotes. If you are interested in any of these quotations that I do have in this podcast, if you would like to comment under this podcast or any of the other podcasts and say, Ray, can you send me the closeout quote of this episode? I will be more than willing to do so. I will be definitely more than willing to do so. All you gotta do is just let me know. Hey Ray, can I have this closeout quote for this episode? I got you. So closeout quote. Don't know who said these, but whoever did, thank you. First one. Music flows through me like a river, constant, deep, and full of life. Music isn't just part of me, it's the rhythm my heart beats to. Melodies echoes through the deepest corners of my soul, shaping who I am. Music is in the thread that stitches my memories, dreams, and feelings together. It's not just sound, it's the pulse beneath my skin, the voice of my spirit. Whew, man. Closeout quote is deep in this episode. Man. Oh, man. Should I, you know, recite these quotes again? I'm going to do it anyway. You ain't got to answer. I'm going to do it anyway. Because why not? We do it one good time for the good time. Music flows through me like a river, constant, deep, and full of life. Music isn't just part of me, it's the rhythm my heart beats to. Melodies echo through the deepest corners of my soul, shaping who I am. Music is the thread that stitches my memories, dreams, and feelings together. It's just not the sound, it's the pulse beneath my skin, the voice of my spirit. So now you have heard me speak some truth. This is my way of passing the mic to you. I hope my courage, will, and drive motivate you. Y'all take care, stay safe, and I cannot stress this any further enough. If y'all have kids, kiss them babies every day. And also, folks, do not forget that Vallejo Art Walk is this coming Friday, 5 p.m. through 9 p.m. downtown Vallejo. If you would like to know more information, you could, if you follow me on Instagram, follow me, particularly on Instagram because I've been posting it on Instagram. I did post this something in my story, but I will also be posting the flyer of Friday's event on my profile tonight. If not tonight, then it will definitely would be sometime before Friday. So, oh man, y'all stay safe. Uh, and I hope to see some of y'all Friday. I hope. I really do hope. If not, then y'all, like I said, y'all take care, stay safe. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.